Liverpool are out of the Champions League. Yes, you heard that correct. Top of the Champions League in the league phase. Top of the Premier League in the League Cup final against Newcastle. They're out of the Champions League. What a performance from PSG, home and away. And on the balance of play, a lot of fans would argue this is what PSG deserve. I'm looking at this, I'm scratching my head thinking, how on earth has that happened? Liverpool are, for me, well, they were the best team in Europe, but a lot of players over the two games. I'm looking at Mohamed Salah. Mendes dealt with him really well in Paris. Not himself tonight. Darwin Núñez misses the penalty. Curtis Jones misses the penalty. The gap between the front line and the midfield, too much space in there. Afraid of being counter-attacked by Barcola, Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Desiree Doué. A lot of space in there. PSG got their game plan over two legs spot on. They pressed the life out of Liverpool in Paris. And to a degree, they did that in the first half. We're going to break it down. I don't really know what to say. I'll be brutally honest. I don't know what to make of that. Who's at fault? Slot? Was it his tactics? Was it the players? It's an interesting one. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button. We are steamrolling our way towards 50,000 subscribers. We're about 540 away from 47k, and 90% of you who watch the match reactions are not subscribed. Now, I actually predicted a 2-0 Liverpool win in my predictions earlier. I thought that Liverpool, it being at Anfield, looking at how strong that Liverpool team is, I genuinely thought that they would go out there and score 2 or 3. And they struggled. They struggled. In the first 15 minutes, I talk about this all the time. Arne Slot's message before the game, the team talk, the tactics would be ringing in your ears. And I don't really know what to make of all of that. You know, 1-0 down to Dembele. I don't know what Szoboszlai, I don't know what Konate is really doing there. When you look at the match stats as well, you know, outgunned again. You know, PSG had nearly 50 shots over two legs. 50 shots at goal. Don't get me wrong, Liverpool have been the best team in the Premier League this season, but 50 shots in 2 games at goal, and Liverpool had 22 on PSG's goal. That's insane. We'll get into the Liverpool lineup before we get into the goal. I personally think Liverpool should have started Darwin Núñez. He did bottle his penalty. Not a good enough penalty. Same as Curtis Jones in the pressured moments up against a goalkeeper that's very, very good in penalty shootouts. You have to score. It's as simple as that. I thought going with Jota, just my personal opinion, they should have started with Diaz or Núñez up there and maybe started Cody Gakpo off the left. They haven't been as clinical since Gakpo has been out. You'd imagine that he would come in for the final. Gakpo, he may have been resting him for that. It will be very difficult for Liverpool fans. Of course, it is silverware to win on Sunday, but it will be a very difficult one tonight to take. You know, Trent went off with an injury. Liverpool hit the post twice. Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson. You know, Van Dijk and Robertson, absolute engines on them. Gravenberch as well. And knowing the fact that they've just played 120 minutes, may that fit into Newcastle's hands, maybe. I think Liverpool will still be clear favourites. Szoboszlai, Diaz, Salah. Salah over 2 legs, not good enough. The best player in world football right now, but not good enough. And that front three of Kvaratskhelia, Ousmane Dembele, and Bradley Barcola have just got pure and utter pace. So is Lee Kang In. He did okay when he come on. Desiree Doué, Emery, defensively, I thought Hakimi and Mendes on the wings did really well. And the goal comes out of absolutely, a massive, mess up from Liverpool defensively. And Dembele makes it 1-0. And you're thinking, right, what on earth is going on here? Liverpool, they took the sting out of the stadium. They had a couple of chances early on, Liverpool, Salah, but PSG take the lead against a run of play. They draw level on aggregate. Dembele pounces when Barcola cuts the ball inside out wide. Has a shot. It's a good save from Alisson. And then Szoboszlai and Konate stumble over each other. Alisson doesn't get there. And then Ousmane Dembele taps it in to an empty net. And you're thinking at this point, wow. You're thinking 1-1. I still thought, with all of that being said, that Liverpool had more than enough in the tank with the players being at Anfield, being one of the hardest grounds to go to in European football. By far, I thought this was inevitable. Liverpool would win. But for whatever reason, they got to the final third. Salah's overhitting crosses. Diaz is pulling back shots. They did hit the post. One of them was offside from Trent. The other one, I think, was it Diaz? Salah, for me, needs to do more. He 100% needs to do more in this two-legged tie. He had to do more. They will go again. Like I said, they had the final on Sunday. The penalties take nothing away from Donnarumma. 2 really big saves. I think whoever's idea it was to put Darwin Núñez on a penalty was probably the wrong decision. He has shown he's very up and down in his career. Got the assist for the goal in Paris, but Curtis Jones as well didn't really rise to the occasion. Vitinha was a poor penalty though. Alisson got a hand, but not strong enough. Desiree Doué, Ousmane Dembele, and Gonçalo Ramos' penalties were absolutely insane. But at the end of the day, PSG go through, and we're sitting here on the 11th of March with Liverpool out of the Champions League in the last 16. That is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. They've got the cup final on Sunday. I think they'll win that. Maybe this takes it out of them and they don't turn up for the final. They have to be better than they were tonight. And then all they've got to do is get 16 points from their remaining 10 games and they will be league champions. This will hurt Liverpool though. Going out to a PSG side that were very up and down in the Champions League, that were, I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys, that were very poor away to Arsenal. It's not the same PSG side, but we're sitting here. I honestly can't believe it. I thought they were nailed on certain to go through. And PSG could actually do a treble this season, Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like, and I'll see you next time.